Hello, darlings, and welcome to React Miss, where we react to different performances during the holiday season. Now, if you're new here, hi, I'm Carolyn, but you could call me Care. And today we are reacting to Keke Palmer in Cinderella in My Own Little Corner. Now, when I say this is going to be a short episode, unless I talk too much, this is like a minute. And that's it. That's it. We get this tiny little bite of Keke Palmer. And that sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. But anyways, I was excited because I was like, what does she sound like? So we're going to go ahead and watch it. If you want to watch it on its own, link is in description. Otherwise, let's get to it.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse.
Ooh.
When I hear a command, I obey.
Whoa.
But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way.
Okay, already. I'm like, listen, I love a good Cinderella story. My dream is to become a fairy godmother. I know, leave me alone. This was so interesting because out of all the Cinderellas I've seen, this one's a bit more despair and just sad. Also, there's something I'm shocked by her voice. I really thought it was going to be a bit more pop, like her vibrato would be like like that, versus its deep richness of like way like kind of thing, which I'm all for. I'm really into it. Also, I don't know why, but I think it's so interesting how rectangular her mouth is, where it's like, in my way. I don't know if I even did it, but we'll see. So yeah, I think it's a bit more despair in the beginning based on the other Cinderellas I would see. I'm not trying to compare. I'm just more in a shock of like, oh, I've never seen it like this. Where the Cinderellas are like, oh, I'm like this. I'm so shy. I'm this. But the way Kiki's doing it is kind of just like, I'm meek as a mouse and like, I'm really sorry. I wish I wasn't like this. And, you know, things happen because people kind of walk all over me. But, you know, there's one place that I can be myself. So it's not usually the Cinderellas I see, they kind of change where they're like, but there's one place in my house that I could be me and stuff. But that's not happening. It's still just like sadness.
In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can
Ooh,
be
now the shift happens. Ooh, but it's still. Ooh.
on the wing of my fancy, I can fly.
I'm waiting for a smile.
And the
Oh,
world
there it is.
open its arms to me.
Interesting. Okay, this is the pattern or the colors I'm sort of seeing. It's almost as if it's like despair, reminding myself, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is why the world is opening its arms to me. It's almost when it's like, it's almost like, oh my gosh, you're gonna make fun of me. It's like saying affirmations, where it's like you may not be feeling it, and then you start saying those affirmations, and then by the fourth time you say that affirmation, you're like, yeah, that's right. Like all of a sudden you finally get into that like good vibes energy place. So I don't know, already I'm like, interesting. Like, heck yeah.
I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had.
Okay, I will say this. Something I will critique, like, this is the part Cinderella's like, I can be whatever I want to be in my corner. So, of course, when thinking of Brandy in the 1992, was it 1990? No, 1996 Cinderella with Whitney Houston, you know, she's acting out like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm, you know, whatever. But with this, you know, she has a book. And so to me, I'm like, okay, she's being inspired by the stories and she sees herself in the stories, which actually makes more sense for Cinderella to literally sit in a corner and do nothing. But she's living out of these fantasies in her head, so no one really knows that this is what she's thinking. So the only note I would say about this is I want her to turn the pages in the book, because there's so many different stories. So for it to all be on that one page, I'm like, I want her to just be flipping pages of like, oh, this story is this, and then this story is this, and like pretty much how she sees herself as the heroines in the stories that she reads in her corner. I don't know. See, good. Aww. See what I mean? This is so short. Like, I really want more. I want to see more of Cinderella's journey through this process. But holy moly, like, Keke Palmer, I think I should say this, was the first Black Cinderella on Broadway. Isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy, but okay. Anyways, darlings, I want to know your thoughts on this performance. I know it's short, but I feel like we still got a lot out of it. And yeah, have you ever been in this musical? I haven't, but I love it. I think it's fun. And yeah, stay warm out there, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, take care, darling.